This is the modern world. This is a modern world. What kind of fool do you think I am? Think I know nothing of the modern world. All my life has been the same. I've learned to live by hate and pain. It's my inspiration drive. This is my review of the AliExpress Chickenbacker 370. So, what have we got here? We got 3 pickups, just like the 325. They operate the same way. Up switches the neck and middle. Middle position is all 3. And the down position is the bridge. Now this guitar, actually, the neck is crooked. And I mean, when you look straight down it, it's situated like this. And they compensated by doing the same thing to the bridge. But, you know, it doesn't seem to affect the tone or playability, or there's no dead spots in it. A couple of things I've done. I actually had somebody make a truss rod cover that actually says Chickenbacker made in China, because that's what it is. The nice thing about the Rick copies as opposed to the Gibsons or Fenders is the logo is printed on the truss rod cover. So if you want something different or nothing at all, you just take the truss rod cover off and you're done. And in fact, when I ordered this, when I ordered my first 2 12 strings from there, I didn't know it said Rickenbacker on it, and when I got it, I was like, oh, you know, because I didn't want it to say that, because it's not a real Rick. So when I ordered this, I actually had them just send it with a plain white truss rod cover, and had somebody make this for me. So that's a pretty simple mod. And the other mod that I did was I had a guy make this tailpiece, which is a nice trapeze tailpiece, and it looks a lot more authentic. But what he did is, if you know anything about Rickenbacker, you know one of the problems that people talk about are exploding tailpieces. Because this part on a real Rick is, I believe, welded on, and sometimes the tension from the springs just busts right in half. So that's a problem. This will not do that because it's actually one solid piece. So that's nice. Now, the only really fault I find with this is the problem that I've had with all the others, except for the 325. The 325 does not have this problem, but the input jacks are crap. I mean, they're horrible, cheap, and you'll be playing along and you'll get that, you know, static, because it's not making the connection in there. So I haven't replaced it yet, but that's sometime in the near future, hopefully. But and the other thing I do with all of these is, when you get them from AliExpress, the top tier of the pick guard is actually taped on with double-sided sticky tape, and you gotta peel it off. And what I did was I had some old e-cigarette cartridges that have a rubber stopper in the end of them. I just took the rubber stopper out and put it in between the screws, so it gives it that 3D effect. But that's this is a not a bad guitar. Um, it's certainly not a Rickenbacker. I owned a 360 Rick Midnight Blue. Technically, I still own it, but it hasn't been playable for 2 decades because it needs a complete restoration on it. But I loaned it out, and don't ever do that because they never come back in the same condition that you loaned them out. But so I'm familiar with the shape and the sound and the quality, and no, this may look like a Rick, but it's not. It's not the same quality. It's a nice $300-400 guitar, but it's not a Rickenbacker. And that is the correct pronunciation, by the way, is Rickenbacker, which just sounds wrong. It sounds like you're from Maine or New Hampshire or something, you know. I had a pretty good birthday. Yeah, kids took me out to dinner. Then on the way home, my wife stopped at the music store, bought me a Rickenbacker. Yeah, pretty good birthday. But, you know. So, anyway, I guess that's really all I have to say about this. It's not as nice as the 325, but it's not bad. It's not bad, and you know. You can definitely make some noise on it. So this concludes my quick review of the AliExpress 370 Chickenbacker.